What's up, guys? So today I want to talk about addiction and how to beat it. And there are two aspects I want to go over, which the first one is the environment. And the second one is urges and how to conquer them. All right. Share the video so we can help as many people as possible. Other than that, let's get into it. All right. The first thing is our environment and how they correlate with our addiction. All right. So the first thing about addiction is cleaning up our environment of everything that makes us think about our addiction. All right. Let's say someone is trying to quit drinking alcohol, for example, right? And in their fridge, they have alcohol and they watch movies where people are drinking alcohol. They have music that promotes drinking alcohol. They have friends that drink alcohol in front of them, right? This person has in their environment everything that reminds him of his addiction and doing it, right? So obviously he's gonna have a very, very difficult time quitting his addiction, right? So for a person who's trying to quit alcohol, the first thing they want to do is get rid of the alcohol in their fridge. They want to not watch movies that promote drinking alcohol. They want to not listen to music that promote drinking alcohol. They want to not have friends drinking alcohol in front of them, right? And if they can do that, every time they see something in their environment that they have control over that has alcohol in it, if they can get rid of it, they have a much higher chance of not drinking alcohol, right? Because the reason we do anything is because we think about it, right? Every single action we take, we got to think about first. And so if we have things in our environment that make us think about our addiction, we're going to do our addiction. Right? But if we have nothing in our environment that make us think about our addiction, we're not going to do our addiction because, well, we got to think about it first. So the first thing you want to do is tackle thinking about your addiction. And the best way to do that is to make sure you don't see your addiction, you don't smell your addiction, you don't taste your addiction, you don't feel your addiction, right? You don't want to encounter your addiction in any way, shape, or form. All right? But unfortunately, we live in a world where we don't have absolute power over everyone and everything, which would be nice, but we don't. So what we need to do is we need to conquer our urges, right? And so one way that you can go about conquering your urges is through meditation, right? Because see, the reason why we are addicted to anything in the first place is because we get an urge to do something and we can't help ourselves but go do the thing we're feeling the urge to do, right? The person who's addicted to alcohol, he feels the urge to drink alcohol, then he drinks alcohol, right? Person addicted to video games, he feels the urge to play a video game, then he plays a video game, right? So the things that we're addicted to, the reason we are addicted to them is because we get an urge to do them and we can't help ourselves but to go and do the thing we feel the urge to do. And this is where meditation comes into play, because meditation is the practice of sitting there and just allowing everything in your mind to come and pass, right? So as you sit there, you're going to get the urge to stand up. And when you're meditating, what you're supposed to do is you sit there, you see and feel your urge to stand up, and you just sit there until the urge passes, right? And then you'll feel the urge to use your phone as you're sitting there meditating. As the urge comes, you're going to watch the urge come, and then you're going to let the urge pass, right? You're going to feel the urge to do your addiction as you're sitting there. You're going to watch the urge come into your mind, and then you're going to let the urge pass, and you're going to see that you have the power not to respond to your urges, right? And as you practice this over and over again, and you're not going to be perfect, right? Because that's why we're practicing, right? But as you practice every single day, the ability to sit there and allow urges to come and go, you're gonna realize that you have the power to not respond to your urges. And so as you're going through your day-to-day, you're gonna feel your urge to participate in whatever addiction you have, and you're just gonna let it pass. And you're gonna feel much more powerful when you do that. You're gonna feel more confident. You're gonna realize, whoa, hold up, I'm in charge of my mind. My mind is not in charge of me, right? So to conquer our urges, I highly encourage you to go and meditate often, as long as possible, because the more you're able to practice not responding to urges, the more power you're going to have over your mind. the more power you're going to have over your addictions. Okay, so that's the two takeaways in terms of getting rid of your addictions.